camera is actually okay. Great. Didn't realize. Thank you, Buchimo and Norma, for liking this live. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. I want to talk on this topic, whether a woman breaks kolanut na Igbo, kawanya na waji na Igbo. That's what I want to talk about. And while I'm talking about it, I'll be giving us live examples. Please, power tap on your screen. Power tap. You're welcome to the live. Power tap. Okay. Power tap. Tap, 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 tap. Right here. Okay. Greetings, everyone. I remain why I met your kunano as a wine miriocha. And the topic I want us to share today, the issue, this tradition. There's a tradition in Igbo land, age long, let's say spanning over 400 years, or no, it's more than that. But we need to understand something. There is a reason that I always come out. Greetings, Army Divinity. There's a reason I'll always come out and I will tell you, I'm not your Omena Alaezenwai. I'm not your traditional priestess. I'm something different because I like to work with facts. And I like to follow nature. Ordinala. Having said that, if I don't find that what I'm looking for, if I don't find it in nature, I will not entertain it from elsewhere. If also again I will not take it from any other place. Yes, I cut my dread. It's back up. It's back up. Okay. When I say, let me start with this saying. Tradition. The people are not made for tradition. Tradition is made for the people. Do you understand? I don't know if I'm communicating to you. The people are not made for tradition. Tradition is made for the people. Man, the things Igbos do today, find a message data is that we make people for the tradition. We don't mind, even if a human life is at stake. Obodi na mmadụ na asese war na awu. All we want to know it is the tradition. It must be fulfilled. When you place tradition above humanity, then something is wrong. Something is wrong. And every tradition from time immemorial has a purpose to it. There is a reason. And when that purpose is no longer being served, then it should be done away with. That is how every society that wants progress, okay, CMA. That is how you're supposed to do things. That is how you're supposed to behave. Okay? What I'm going to talk about, many people are going to counter it. They are not going to agree with me. Of course, I do not want them to agree with me. But if you're disagreeing, present a superior argument. The story I'm going to tell here was not taught to me by any man or woman, but by the spirits. The people that actually made this tradition and the reason why it was in place. So that the next time you see a woman breaking kolanut, you start shouting alo, stop shouting alo, 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 alo. Nara da yege. Obola alo ko obo. Obora alo. Before I continue, I'll share my contacts. +234 70 305 70506. Now, the Igbos revered women. The Igbos of old, Igbo bu Igbo, they revered women. They respected women. The feminine energy, even till today, but they only do the spiritual part. They don't. Most of them don't know the physical part again. They are disrespecting their women, but they still revere the female energies. But of what use? The spiritual controls the physical. Of what use when you do something spiritual and you don't bring it out physically? The reason we said why I want to is not that no rural. It's not that she's below standard. It's not that she's an inferior human being. It's because she's revered. Because they see the act of a warrior as a service. And they felt this woman is same as Mwana Waloji, which is Ajane, Miri, and also the masculine counterparts, Ikuku, Naya, that's the sun and the air. This woman is actually, the woman is actually on that same energy ranking. So therefore, we serve her. They were meant to serve the women. They were serving the women, which is why I got George Oyewoke or warrior, because he's there in service, not because he's a superior human being or anything. Ogu. Ikwayugu, that was the origin. But now it has become a caricature. People are now upholding the tradition based on they feel like the woman, they feel and think in their head that the woman is an inferior human being. That is why she should not break kola nuts. No, it was an act of respect. I will prove it to you. It was out of respect, honor to the feminine. That is why got Georgie Owelia Ewoke Kowa. Not that normal were we. But giving him the opportunity to continue service. Because this universe we live in, this place we live in, what is holding it together is feminine energy. The mother energy. Ne, the nurturer. Greetings, Jennifer Innocence. Now, I will tell you something. Now, these men that said you cannot break kola nuts. Now, why are they watching an Igbo? Let me tell you something that happens when they gather. When they gather in an occasion and they want to do the kola nuts rituals, what they do is that they will first of all ask, Kedundi Tochano, like in my place, they will start asking, Oye Niko Neba, Oye Nka Neba, greetings Uche, Engineer Uche, greetings. They will start asking, is this person here? The person from so village, are they here? You know, different villages. Like in Okonano, my place is the last born. I'm a Okonano. I can't remember the firstborn. But they will check whether the firstborn is there. If the firstborn is there, even if any man from Amet, even if the man is 20 years old, or maybe, let's say 50 years old, and let's say Akebugu is the first son. Even if the man is 50 years old and there's a 70-year-old from the second born, it is that one that is 50 years old that will do the kola nut right, because he is the eldest. Now, after doing the kola nut right by the eldest, they go for. Now it comes down to breaking the kola nuts. Which they will tell you, greetings Melo. They will tell you, ne woman ya gojima no man where. Let me shock you. After doing the kola nut prayers, they go for. After doing that, this is what they will do. The eldest will not ask, Kedu watakịrị n'ebe a? Who is the youngest? Kedu watakịrị n'ebe a? They will now call the youngest because they watch is a service. They will give oya bịa ka ịwala ya ọjị because you're the youngest. Bịa ka ịwa ya. That's why you will know that kolanut breaking is actually a service. The youngest will now collect the kolanut from the oldest and still go ahead to ask the oldest. In my place, more like Oyiji Sharonwa or Bonwaya, taking permission to break it because it is a service. So don't think. So now, that elderly person can still decide to break the kolanut. It's not an abomination. A woman can actually decide to break the kolanut. It's just like you are living in your house. You have domestic workers. Maybe as a woman, you have cook. You have people that wash your clothes, that you're paying them. And one day you just wake up, you feel like you want to do your cooking by yourself, and you want to wash your clothes by yourself. As a man, you have cooks. You have boys in your shop or your business place that are under you. And one day you decide to do their job. Maybe, I don't know, maybe you have a shop and you decide to sell to clients. You have a customer in the shop and you're doing the selling. How is it arrow? Should I not do a service to my own self if I want to, if I so desire? Let's stop. Let's try and understand when a tradition is no longer serving. Kaya puimia odeka when arrow the person. Why are you even fighting for the spirits? Allow the spirits to fight for themselves. Iwoji, why iwoji, arrow, the spirit. Allow the spirits to fan all over hog. You're not different from the Christian if you're going to be fighting for spirits. As a spiritualist, I do not fight for spirits. I only tell you what I need to tell you and then I leave it at that. Because I have no reason. So we need to understand that a woman breaking the kolanut. Another tradition that is out of date, that is no longer serving, that we still hold on to. It is still that same reason. Still that same issue. That same issue of honoring a woman. Why biology? Imagine that time I wear pants. Imagine that time our mothers were putting on waist beads, jigida, that barely covers their pubic region. And because of the way a woman's body is revered, and a woman herself is revered. So imagine a woman eat tenko, then, and everybody is looking, nobody wants to behold such a sight. Because if you leave it that way, automatically a woman that climbs that place would leave her body open. Her puna, vagina will be everywhere for the world to see. That was simply the case. So is it today that we have trousers and pants of different styles that women can wear to climb? Am I making sense to you? Find out why and why it does not hold. Or is it the issue of a woman in her period? Why not answer? I see emenenka. Why not answer the emenka? Why not answer the emenka? Mmadu nema why not answer tata? How many of you know when a woman non-answer today? Because we have pads, we have tampons. You wouldn't even know. During those days, there was no pad, there was no tampon. During those days, you find a web mbuke. Inside the mbuke, a small, something like an earthen pot that she sits on, that is formed on earth, so that when she sits, the blood drops, or balahona drop, or it will be falling back to earth. Her only movement is have a bath, she doesn't even visit her own kitchen. Because imagine a woman that now she's on her period, and she enters the kitchen, and then obinite, there is blood stains all over. It's simply unhygienic. That is the reason why non answer amanje sienni. Because even give yourself for such a sight, you will not want to eat that food. That was simply the reason. You don't go to the stream because you can't be dripping that way. A Ghana stream, and then because of the mode of dressing, then we barely have coverings then. You go to the stream, people are fetching this water to drink. So it's you wanna marry then. And then with those things and all that, and then ikuru miri. Somebody that saw you would not even want to offer that, you know, we come and check all the miri again. That was simply the issue. But we don't want to reason like human beings. We want to do things that are hold on to things that are no longer serving its purpose. Today, a woman is wearing pad. You don't even know when she's on her period, except she tells you. She can go to that stream and fetch water, and you will not know. Or do her prayers. The only thing she shouldn't do is bathe inside. It's unhygienic. Otherwise, there is no abomination inside. That's what you need to understand. We need to be progressive as a people. This tradition was made when there were no pad, when there was no tampon. That's when this tradition was made. You see, some of these people who do this thing Nisi, some of the people who be Nisi, you see what they do? They go out there, here really mama puts. They enter flights, hyena flights, they will eat it. Do you ask the flight attendant or the mama put woman, no answer? Do you do that? No, you don't. You just eat it and move on. Evil people. Those are the people that run away from a woman on her period. Because it will neutralize and nullify it. Yes. A woman's period is capable of breaking spells. Do you know what that blood is? It's a life force. It's a sacred phenomenon that a woman shares with the goddess Ogugu. Because when Ogugu is in her period, it is called Osusu Ogugu. Ogugu Newai. So would you say Ogugu Newai on Osusu Ogugu? Would you say that Ogugu, the goddess herself, is unclean? Would you say that? Ndị na-agbara wine nọ na nsọ nsọ wụ ndị arụrụmanyị. Ụmụ pịtịpịtị arụrụmanyị a na-arụcha na village asụ nwaanyị mebi gị na di gị na-arụ ụlọ. All these things a na-ada eme mmadụ abịa ịrụ ụlọ ofuo ya abịa tiere ya stud. Efu ụlọ mmadụ ji egi ya the next thing ọghọ onye 1 block. Maka na ofuo ya abịa go yie one nonsense na ana ebe ahụ. Say woman ị nọ na nsọ gị jee ebe ahụ jee yụọ mamịrị everything na ya saa. Mebie ya. I am mother na unclean. It's not unclean, it is powerful. When people do not understand certain energies, they give it a name. They give a dog a bad name to hang it. Same way as you are an animal, in a moment and to a Christian, you are an evil person. You're holding on to Nzu, holding on to kolanut. They'll be looking at you somehow. That's the way it is. But then only you know that you mean well. Only you know that you do not mean any evil. Longest time may. So we need to understand these things and do better. I would have done a pre-recorded video, but I felt everything will not enter inside 10 minutes video. And if the video becomes longer. So you need to understand that is the reason they tell you, even if the boy is a child of 3 years old, even if he's a 1-year-old child, boy, you give him the kolanut to break, it's because they are there to serve you. But if you do not require a service, why should you force it? I go to events, the little ones I go to, and they want to call me to Isioche, high table. I decline. It's that simple. Does it mean now that I decide I don't want to be at the high table? Does it mean now? And even some women will come out and atata hadi ono. Nwaanyị ekwesịrị ịma nzu. Nwaanyị ekwesịrị ịma edo. Nwaanyị ekwesịrị ịwa ọjị. Like, what is that? Kedu ifo? What is that? Why can't you evolve? Evolve beyond these traditions. Are you made for tradition, or is tradition made for you? That tradition that is made for you, that means you're serving the tradition. The tradition is meant to serve you, not the other way around. Not for you to serve the tradition. So if a tradition is not serving you, then it's of no use. It's just like in the days of old where they do this thing that they do. Is the first son that holds the offer of the family. It must be the first son. The spirits not send you, they pick the last son, the last born out of 10 boys, or the last daughter out of the mixture of 10 boys and 10 girls, and decide this is the person we want to use. This is the willing tool. This is the person that is willing to carry on this fire, and they will use the person. They don't send your papa. All those sentiments that you have as humans, they don't have it. So they will use whoever is there to do what needs to be done. Ade mi abai okay mo watakere. Ada azo eza azo. So I don't see any reason why you feel that if a woman is breaking kolanut, that it is an abomination. If you come to my house, if you like, have 10 prick, 10 phallus, I will break the kolanut. You don't like it, you get out. Go to your own house and break kolanuts. You like it, you're happier. Because the real reason why a man is there to break that kolanut is of service to the woman. Ugu, an honor to the woman. Not that she's a lesser human being. That's what I need you to drum into your skull today. But not because no service. Because unubako, I repeat again, unubako na all those your gatherings. The eldest person will do the blessing of the kolanut. Or gotcha choji, gotcha funny no go. At the end of the day, they will start looking for the youngest to break it. Why is the elderly person looking for the youngest person to break the kolanut? They are looking for the youngest person because breaking of the kolanut, it is servitude. It's a service. Oh, I'll give what I can. That's the spirit chooses me out of 13 children. You see? The spirits are not looking for your position. They are looking for what you have. Ife diginime. That's what they are looking for. Maybe next time I will talk about people that are doing all those nonsense agwo they are doing, killing dog everywhere. Killing tortoise, no, agwa and all that. I understand no na anụ nkịta na-agụ gị ịta. Ọ na ịchọrọ ịta anụ nkịta because there are people that eat it anyway. Or anụ mbe. But the question, ọ bụ na ị na-egwu ide mmiri. Why are you killing dog and tortoise for agwo? Ọ bụ na ị na-egburu ndị mmiri. Greetings Kelinda. Ọ bụ na ị na-egburu ndị mmiri eke ide mmiri ka ihe na-egburu nkịta na mbe for agwo. That's a topic for another day. That's a topic for another day. Posagodinka, share this one. I'll talk about agwo once again. And then we delve into that. We delve into that to finally understand the place of the dog, where agwo is, the place of the tortoise, and all these different totemic animals. But understand that as a woman, you have the rights to waoji. You have the rights to waoji. And not feel guilty about it. Which is Queen Nuella. So that when next someone tries to put you down for doing that, like they come out condescending, that is the annoying thing. They come out that you are not up to a human being to be able to do that. So watch this video. Next time they talk to you about it, you tell them, I said, this is the truth that I know and nobody can take it away from me. So I'm sharing this truth with you today and let no one take it away from you. Let no one take it away from you. Do have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful evening. I'll be ending this live stream here. See you all next time. Greetings, Patricia. See you all next time. Kachifo.